So this is a video tutorial that invites you to come as you are. So there's no need to do a quick change. You can do this basically in your work clothes, in your gardening clothes. You can even do it in the shower as long as you have safe tracking for your feet. And my intention is to walk you through different stretches to think about, but that you will know that you can do them at your own pace, at home, or whenever your body is calling you to do them. So my idea is showing you these as options, as a way of, if you're experiencing pain, as a way to listen to your body, as a way to stop. Take a break from, being at your desk and writing, take a break from heaving and hoeing in the gardens, and as a way of listening, learning to listen and honor your body, learning to pause and nourish those needs. So there's going to be different tutorials that focus on different areas of the body that we might experience tension that builds up from sort of our accumulative wear and tear or repetitive movements. So this particular video today is going to focus on opening up the chest, supporting the muscles around the shoulder, your abdominals and core. We'll get a little bit stretching into the legs as well, as there's going to be different variations here. And this video is going to be done with a wall, but you can be creative as you like with what supports are around you. So you might find yourself using a chair, you might find yourself using a tree if you're outside, or a shower wall. Again, just making sure whatever you're using as a support to push into, there's a safe footing that takes place. So let's just dive in and begin this, and know that you might have to play a little bit because my body is different from your body, so it might require a little bit of moving slowly, taking your time, breathing and listening. But you might start with your hands pressing against the wall about shoulder width height and about shoulder width distance apart. Now, that may vary for you. You might end up feeling more supported, opening your hands out wider than shoulder width. But the first thing is to really press, to engage your fingers, the heels of your palms into the wall, to extend the arms, to sense the arm bones, the top humerus of the arms hugging into those sockets, the scapula moving in toward the spine. So there's already a lot of heat engagement happening here. My feet are pressing energetically down into the floor. There's softness in my knees. The crown is lifting. My abdominals are engaging here. So from here, I can just breathe and already sense some heat and work, and a sense of, the front of my chest is opening, my clavicles are widening. If I want to take it a little further, I can start to walk my feet back a little bit, and maybe from here, I just allow my head to move down in alignment with my arms, or maybe the head releases depending on what serves you. But maybe I bend my knees a little bit more, sense the thigh bones moving back, the navel center hugging in. I'm breathing through this. I continue to push into that support. Maybe I find that it serves me to open my feet a little wider here. Maybe some movements or sways of the hips feel right as I breathe through it. And then from here, I might even play with the idea of releasing one hand and reaching it to the opposite leg, maybe reaching for the thigh, energetically reaching down for the earth or the toes. Again, you can be playful here, discover what movements feel good, but I'm continuing to draw the arm bones back, the shoulders away from the ears, push into the wall, reach my tailbone away from my crown. Maybe my gaze looks up, maybe it looks down, moving slowly. And again, if I do that variation on one side, making sure that I'm gonna try it out on the other side and play. A big thing here is to try not to allow the belly just to drop toward the earth, creating a sway or a compression in that lumbar curve. So I want to engage the abdominals. I want to try to sense my spine nice and long in its natural curves. Now, another thing that I can do to play with here is I'm going to bring my feet back to that hip width distance. If they were wider than hip widths, is I can play with stepping one foot forward here, squaring off the hips, again, moving the scapula in toward the spine, trying to root down through both heels as both toes face towards that support I'm pushing against. And there's a lot of things that you can play with here. Once more, you can allow the spine to be upright and vertical. You might move the head lower down toward that bent leg. And that might also require you to have more space behind you, so you might be able to step further back to also extend the arms there. So there's lots to play with. And then again, I might do that on both sides. So this is one I do in my shower a lot. And another variation here is I will walk my hands up so that they are on a nice diagonal, kind of reaching up higher than my shoulders. And then I will move my head and heart closer to that wall support. And then you can also play with that variation with coming a little bit closer to the wall, walking the hands up, hugging those arm bones in, and then moving the head toward the wall or the sternum toward the wall. Now, everyone's going to be a little different. That might be a little intense for some of you with the idea of bringing the sternum to the wall. So maybe you just start with kind of moving the forehead there. And as you do this, it is important to think about the front of the ribs moving back here. So again, I'm not compressing into that lumbar spine. Now there's already lots there for you to play with, and these are things that you can do wherever you are. If you have a wall, if you have a tree, if you have a chair, I encourage you to try it out. Let me know if there's any particular questions. I think the main thing is to breathe through it, to sense a hugging in any stretch that you find yourself moving towards, and that creates a nice strong base for that expansion. And I hope you practice listening to your body when it is asking you to stop, when it's asking you to rest, and honor those needs. But thank you so much, and let me know if you have particular stress areas in your body that you're like, oh, I would like a quick stretch to do that doesn't, involve having to set aside an hour and a half of practice time, of change of my clothes, but something that I can do in the moment that I'm experiencing the pain or the tension. Thank you.